Commencing transmission. Engaging disclaimers. Proxy chain initialized. WFTA TV is now on the air.
Good morning. This is WFTA Television, commencing broadcast activities for today. WFTA broadcasts on YouTube. WFTA is owned by Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Our programming is brought to you live via the interwebs on videotape and film. We invite you to join us for another day of broadcasting on WFTA, your YouTube toy channel.
Initialize dampeners. Cut into feed. Begin transmission.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Well, here I am once again. I'm Bill, and this is Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures, and you're hanging out on Sunday with me. Hey Rick, hope you're still around. See you there in the chat. He said first, like usual, and right now probably only, but that's okay. I'm going to head back down here to. We're going to talk about some stuff, and that came out on Superman. I thought it would be fun to talk about that today because I was expounding on that yesterday in my thoughts on the road, which I'm going to probably do more of those. They seem to be doing really well, so I kind of enjoyed doing those, and they're easy to do. So there you go. So we'll go over here to That Park Place, where I have seen that the alleged plot details have come out on James Gunn's Superman film, which this is going to be quite interesting. First of all, you know, they headed up here with this picture that it's been, we've all seen this picture a million times of the Superman here tugging his boots on. Something's going on back there. We don't know what. I don't think this is even in the movie. What does it say here? Alleged plot details have been shared for James Gunn's upcoming Superman film, which was originally announced as Superman Legacy. Yeah, so that's the first name change. It's just going to be called Superman, which is probably a good idea. And it says, according to a user on X called Rejected Scooper, the film will see Superman stand out from other heroes, given he has a no-kill rule, while Lex Luthor is a war profiteer. Okay. It goes on to say other superheroes are edgy and kill when necessary. So Superman is an outcast among them for his optimism and the no-kill rule. So apparently we're going to come in mid-universe where everything's going to be established in this movie. And ultimately inspires them to change their ways. Lex Luthor is war profiteering on an armed conflict in a foreign nation, and according to the Internet movie database, it's called Yarhan Furia. Okay. Going on, Superman intervenes in the conflict, and the U.S. government deploys a clone created by Luthor dubbed Ultraman to arrest him. Ultraman deteriorates into Bizarro and goes rogue. And Superman and his super friends must stop him while Lois Lane and the Daily Planet staff work to expose Luthor for his crimes. Continuing on, the movie reportedly ends with Superman revealing his secret identity to Lois. Oh, too soon, maybe? I don't know. And Luthor avoiding the repercussions for his crimes and announcing that he's running for president. And then Supergirl arrives on Earth, plus other DCU setups like the Engineer getting recruited into the Authority. And of course, here we see the Twitter X, whatever you want to call it, post here that was released. A set photo does show Superman being arrested by what looks to be government officials and a masked superhero that could be Ultraman. Well, the U on the chest makes me think it probably is Ultraman. And there is a character in a black suit, mask, goggles, similar to Black Noir from The Boys. However, he has a U on his chest. Yeah. Going on, Boba Hicks. I recently read a study that concluded that people who do not purchase official Boba Joe NFTs are more likely to be communists. That's an interesting idea there, Boba. Hey, good to see you, Boba Hicks. Glad you could join me for a little bit today as we go on with these alleged plot leaks that I find highly interesting. Manic Plastic, what's going on, my man? Hey, what's going on, Mike? Good to see you, man. We're still going over these plot leaks here. As far as the armed conflict in a foreign nation, this appears to confirm previous rumors from YouTuber and scooper Grace Randolph. Randolph shared in July of 2023 that the film would feature a conflict in the Middle East, with Superman wanting to stop it one way or the other, and the other heroes would disagree. Furthermore, she shared Lex Luthor is trying to negotiate a peace in his own way, by arming both sides, I suppose, according to the other leak there. And finally, she concluded the authority was a misdirect. Clever. It's actually a JSA type team or the actual JSA. And here is that tweet that she posted. Yeah, we'll see. Randolph also claimed in February 2024 that the conflict in the Middle East has been rewritten to be located in Eastern Europe instead. Okay, so that's probably to avoid any, political repercussions from doing that. In fact, I love these names. Wasim Youssef also claimed that the film's script was changed, stating in an interview with Salon, "I was a little bit bitter about losing the role and was kind of sad. Why in the United States of America you can talk about Joe Biden, you can talk about Donald Trump, but you cannot criticize a foreign government," which is kind of very sad. And then because I was cast in the movie Superman and they told me we changed the script after the Pierce Morgan interview. Okay. Also adding, "I want to assume good faith. I want to know, I want to believe that this is true. And I was a little bitter and I wanted to go, oh, screw DC, screw Warner Brothers." Gunn and DC would then fire back on IGN, confirming that the script was changed, but informing the outlet's Alex Stedman that Youssef was dropped before the Pierce Morgan interview. Really? Maybe. Gap. "Well, yeah, sure, I'm alive, man. I got a life, dude. What's going on, my man? Good to see you." Yeah, I went to wrestling last night, so that was fun. And yeah, I've been enjoying myself a little bit these days on the weekends instead of doing all those live streams. But if you look up, you will see that I do post videos, so that's a way to keep up with me. Watch those videos. And of course, here's Gunn reacting to the article on X. He said, "According to our source, James Gunn was indeed in talks with Youssef to play the character Ruman Aryavati. Yeah, it is good to take a break sometimes, man. I was kind of going after it real hard there, but I think I can kind of make it an even keel now. Yeah. Anyway, going on. The character was dropped entirely from the script, though, by at least September before the Morgan interview. Therefore, as the source says, Youssef was never offered the role to begin with. Conflict there between the two folks. Moving on, it says and the issue does indeed come down to script change and the character being cut altogether. And Gunn confirming this in a post. Gunn previously promised fans back in March of 2023 that the film would center around Superman's heritage, how his aristocratic Kryptonian parents and Kansas farmer parents inform who he is and the choices he makes. DC Studios co-CEO Peter Safran would later inform Variety in June of 2023 it focuses on Superman balancing his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. I think that's an interesting idea. Also adding that Superman is the embodiment of truth, justice, the American way. He is a kindness in a world that thinks kindness is old-fashioned. Note that the alleged leak does not provide details on the other superheroes that have been cast for the film, including Nathan Fillion as the Green Lantern Guy Gardner and Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific and Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl and Anthony Kerrigan as Metamorpho. It does not make mention of Sean Gunn as Maxwell Lord. As far as the Supergirl, multiple rumors indicate she will appear in the film. Home of DCU reported in December 23 that scooper Daniel RPK claimed the character would show up in the film. Well, according to this leak, she kind of shows up at the end. His mouth is alive. Yeah, talking about me. Hey, Rick. Oh, and moving on down here, it says, while the moderators of the DCEU leak subreddit also noted the character would appear in the film, it would be limited to a cameo. So I guess they're talking about
Mister, talking that trash behind our back, we here. So what's that mean we gotta do? We show up. We show up. When you look around, when you least expect it, we'll be standing there. It's us guys. I like them whoopie guys. Yeah.
Oh, looks like we had an interruption in the transmission there. I hope everyone's still here. I don't know what exactly happened there, but I think I've got the stream back in running again. Back to what I was saying, I think that the Supergirl is going to appear there at the end. I don't know what happened, Rick. Apparently the stream got cut there for a second, but I think I got it back on track, man. Anyway, that is the Superman rumors. So apparently, going back up here, it looks like that we've got pretty much, it says that, what kind of the plot details of it, Superman is the only superhero with a moral compass about killing, and the others don't have that, and he kind of changes their point of view in this movie. And the Ultraman is a clone of Superman created by Luthor that will eventually become Bizarro. So I'm curious as to what your thoughts are about that. When the stream's over, I'd like to see the comment section fill up with thoughts about what you think about those and how you feel about that. And you know, I think it's a pretty good idea. It sounds, you know, kind of interesting. What about Nuclear Man? Well, if you want to see Nuclear Man, that would be in Superman 4. I don't know. We shall see. I don't know. I think the Nuclear Man was an attempt at sort of a Bizarro back in the day. Superman 4 didn't work. It was a sad bunch of controversy on that. That's fodder for a whole video right there. I probably need to do someday in the future, just talk about what happened with Superman 4 and why it failed like that. It failed spectacularly. Well, let's look at the toy cam for a minute, because I have some things to talk about as far as Superpowers figures go that you might find very interesting. Here on the table, we have some recent releases from Superpowers, and what do we have? What is Rick saying here? You can tell Neil and Bob if what they do, I turn the fake into a mistake. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about there, but okay, thanks, Rick. Anyway, one of the big things that really bothered me was the fact that Todd cheaps out on the accessories with the Superpowers figures, and they're sadly missing some of them, and we have some other people, customizers out there who have stepped up to the plate to try to resolve that. As you can see there, I mean, a little closer there, we have a Blue Beetle with his BB gun there, and we also have Booster Gold. Let me turn him around there where you can see it. He now has skeets hovering above his shoulder there. So that's some much needed accessories there, and you can see that Alan Scott there is holding his Railroad Lantern power battery that he had from back in the day as well. So where did these come from, and how would you get your hands on them? Well, I have the solution right here on Etsy. It's from a new Etsy store called Nerd Candy Toys. Nerd Candy Toys. We talked about that yesterday on my thoughts on the road. So here it is. So just go over to etsy.com/shop/nerdcandytoys, all one word, and there you go. You'll get this shop up. So what do we have here? You need a Parademon gun. Your Parademon doesn't have one. He has them. Peacemaker's weapons there. You can get them too. Do these guys sell cosmic rods? I'm afraid that in order to get that, you would probably have to buy the JSA 3-pack there. I don't know what you're getting at. I saw that comment. But anyway, yeah, it would be with Starman there. But there's also Blue Beetle's BB gun. What if you need some extra kryptonite for your Lexor? Well, he 3D prints that, some replacement stuff. You want your Aquaman to be missing a hand? There, he's got a harpoon hand for you. You like Robin to have that collapsible staff and baton? There it is right there. What about some power constructs for your Green Lanterns? Well, there's some baseball bats for Guy Gardner. Kilowog missing a lantern. There you've got one there for him. What's up, Melvor? Yeah, this is some cool stuff, man, and it's reasonably priced. I mean, most of the stuff's $5 a piece. If you want Skeets painted, which I did, you'll pay a little bit more. The guy's got to sit there and paint that thing, but you can also buy it for cheap down here at the bottom, unpainted. What about Hal's fist constructs? You know, Hal Jordan always had a fist shooting out of his ring. Well, there it is right there, and it looks like it just clips on and it looks kind of cool. John Stewart has a machine gun that he constructs sometimes. There you can do that even with the bullet cartridges around his shoulder, and some fire effects to come out of the end of the gun. Pretty neat there. There's an Eagle-y there, unpainted, of course, that you can get for your Peacemaker. Alan Scott's lantern. What about the Thomas Wayne Batman who didn't have his pew-pews? Well, you can get a set of them right there. Check it out. What about a staff for the Riddler or some umbrellas for Penguin to have? There you go. Clark Kent hat, an extra Hal Jordan lantern, some accessories for Wonder Woman, a bowler hat for the Riddler, a trident for Black Manta, who's missing a trident. I might have to get me one of those. A lantern for Guy Gardner. And notice these lanterns all look different. I like that. I really do. Getting into the Christmas season, you can get some Santa hats to paint up and put on your figures that will fit on them. If you have a Mr. Miracle figure from Vintage Days, you know that those cuffs may be missing on him. He does reprint those as well. Green Arrow bow, a Batman grappling gun. And notice that since Batman doesn't have an open hand to hold it, he fixes it so that there's a little round piece on there so that it will fit over his fist. And I'm going to show you something here in a minute when we look back at our figures of something that he did. He does repro stuff for the vehicles and stuff as well, like for instance this canopy here for the Delta Probe. He also does Batmobile windshields. These are not on here, but if you contact him, he will work out something with you. Some umbrella handles for the Penguin's umbrella if you're missing an umbrella handle. Some gear for Deathstroke, who is sadly missing some of his needed gear as well. That ramp that's always missing from the Hall of Justice, with some Omega beams to come out of Darkseid's eyes. A replacement Joker mallet, Haltman mace. You can get Omega beams for the original Darkseid as well, and I imagine that the reason for that is because of the clip that has to go around him to hold them on. Has to be a little different for each one. A Joker hat. And here's a second page here. There's the Skeets. It's only $5 if you get it unpainted. If you need a replacement rocket arm for Tyr, it's there. More Penguin umbrella handles. This is the Penguin from Toy Biz, so if you want to replace that, he's got that. So the tubes from your Lexor 7, if you're missing those. Delta Pro bomb, that's always missing. And the original Aquaman trident that came with the vintage figures, what he has here on Etsy. So, and there you go, some reviews from other people who have gotten these things. Good. What's up, George Valentine? Can't stay. I'll catch the replay when I get home. Well, that's great, sir. Don't worry about it. See, does he stock any accessories that demonstrate the respect that professional athletes have for each other in the locker room? Probably not. Okay. Anyway, there you go, folks. So, if you need some accessories for your Super Powers figures, this is the guy to go to. Let me see. Go over here and go to my favorites for a minute. I favorited this shop, and there is another guy that's doing some Super Power stuff out there as well. And it is this guy here. This is absolutely amazing right here. For $425, this guy has got the unreleased Dark Side Tower playset. That's amazing. I wish I could afford to get this, because this is something that we always wished we had and never did. And I've seen some reviews from some people who've actually purchased this on YouTube. This would be amazing to have. And it's got all the features in it that you would want to have. Just absolutely great, man. Look at that. Yeah, I wish I could get this, but of course I'm not going to be able to, because that's just way too much. But this is Super Powered Customs. I'll pull up their store. As you can see, he has a variety of 3D printed action figures that you can paint. They come as kits, so they come unpainted as kits. You have to put them together. However, that would suit you. A lot of people use magnets in here. I don't think the knees have any articulation. I think they're 3D printed. It look like they do, but they don't. But and of course, there are some people out there who will paint these for you for a nominal fee. I've thought about getting this. This is the Trouble Alert. It's 3D printed and just the right scale to go with the Super Powers figures. You know, I'll always use my paper craft one all the time, but this would be an interesting thing to have. And as you can see, here's some more pictures of what you can get there. You can get the entire Green Lantern Corps. I mean, that's amazing. And of course, he started doing this a while back, so a great deal of what he is what he's got available here on this site is it's from before the Todd McFarlane even started doing this. I mean, so Guardians of the Galaxy, Giganta, Harley Quinn. You need Hulk Woman. There it is. And if you're good at painting, I mean, it's not that hard to paint these things up. If you've ever painted metal miniatures, this is just as easier. But I just wanted these to show you guys this stuff. If you want to customize your Super Powers collection a little bit further, get some stuff that's much needed, or get some figures that you know that he'll probably never release, like Zatanna there or Black Canary. This stuff is available, and this is at the shop Super Powered Customs with an ED there. Super Powered Custom. There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. And back up here. And let's see. You will get it someday, Bill. Good things come to those who wait. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Boba Hicks. And Melvor says, if McFarlane doesn't do Dark Side Tower, I might have to keep this one in mind. I think that for what you're getting, and this thing is huge, by the way, $425 for a 3D printed Dark Side Tower, I think that's probably a reasonable price. And looking over here at the listing for that, it looks like he's got about 3 of them printed up, you know, and that's you know, that's, you know, and 3 people have them in their carts. So, you know, if you can get it before those people buy it, I would. I think he printed up some to sell, and that's smart, because pre-orders on this kind of stuff is terrible, because you have to wait. But if he's got one ready to go, man, if I had the money, I would be buying this now. But I don't have that kind of money to spend on something like this. But if you got it, this is the way to go. I mean, it really is pretty cool, pretty freaking cool. Well, let's see what I got in the old bag of tricks here. I think it's time to go for a little bit of toy shopping here. We're going to do a little bit of online window shopping.
Bill's on the streets today, window shopping, toy stores call his name. Big bad toy store's the first, he's ready for the game.
Hella dope toys in sight,
There's Ken and Aaron,
colors bright on every row. Bill can feel the thrill, see the excitement grow. Window shopping toys.
And here we go. We're at Big Bad right now, and let's see what's new. That's the first thing we always do is check out the new arrivals. The Ultra Street Fighters are in. There's that Godzilla X Kong New Empire Godzilla available. New Leatherface figure there available. The Batman Animated Series 5 Points Deluxe set in stock. Robin, Batman, Joker, Catwoman. And there's a little cat to go with it. If you've ever seen the 5 point set, I've got a Superman Mechanical Monsters 5 point set. You know what size these are. They're 3 3/4 inch with 5 points of articulation. And look, he's got the Joker fish there in his hand. This is a cool looking little set. There's Catwoman. Yeah, I really like this. So this is a cool set of 4 figures for $79.99. I don't know how well these are selling, but if you wait around, you may get these on a discount later on. But that's worth looking at there. Pretty cool. And of course, there's the Batmobile that goes with that set for $50 or $45. And that's pretty cool too. Bobby Hicks says Army building those Mayfix stormtroopers could bankrupt a person. Yeah, and yeah, that 5 point set's pretty neat there. What's going on, Rolando Flores in the house? Good to see you, my friend. We're doing a little window shopping. We've covered Superman, the Superman movie alleged plot leaks, and we've also looked at some custom stuff for Super Powers toys, and doing just a little window shopping now. But as you can see, that's how the figures scale up with the vehicle. Just absolutely nice. Like it a lot. Let's see here. I have seen some of these in the wild. Kind of neat. The Justice League Task Force DC Multiverse Batman action figure. Nice. And of course you would build Darkseid by collecting these. So I saw this at GameStop the other day. I don't know how I feel about all that shading on there, but it's supposed to look very comic-like, I guess, as a result. Batman 66 retro Batgirl in her comic accurate blue and gray outfit. So if you want a Batgirl for your Batman 66 collection, there it is. And that looks pretty neat. And she comes with handcuffs, batarangs, all kinds of accessories. I don't like that cape design, but that's the way his stuff always looks. So you got a batarang and bat cuffs and Batgirl, and that's what the card would look like. When we'll see if we see those in GameStops here soon around here. But that's kind of neat. But those are in stock there at Big Bad. We have the movie poster of Batman. If you remember the movie poster, he was miscolored in that. So these repaint prints are just a way to make money, in my opinion. But some people may be into that. Here you got the masked Joker from the movie. His costume looks orange here. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's a play on Once again, that miscolored movie poster. And I've seen some of these new adventure figures in the stores on shelves. Here's the Creeper, pretty neat. There's Firefly. I saw that one, I think, at Target the other day. I got a little footage from that. I might put together a little toy hunt video. Pretty short, though. Mafex Batman Returns Batman. Now, this is, if you want a definitive Dark Knight Returns Batman, I think this is finally it. This is the design from Dark Knight Returns that I think is the most iconic, and I like that design right there. He's big and chunky, but he's also $95. But Mafex figures go for that. I've seen these before as well in other toy lines, but Mafex is doing it. This is the blue version from the first issue of Dark Knight Returns when he was coming back looking like he did in the comics before he changed his costume. Looks like you get that extra Batman head, and you also get Robin, Carrie Kelly Robin with that. Pretty neat. So there's that one. Let's go to the third page here. We got some Black Series stuff from the new Skeleton Crew series. Some people may be interested in that. I think they're destined for Ollies, but that's just my opinion. Look on the tubies there. Here's your Fig Arts New Hope $85 Stormtrooper there, Boba Hicks. There are some videos about some of this stuff that from Hasbro Star Wars that's heading straight for the shelves at Ollie's, and the potential lawsuit that's going to happen from all those pallets and pallets of toys that have wound up there. Zack Snyder's Justice League Mafex, 1/12 Collective Golden Age Robin. That's kind of neat. You need the Batman to go with him there, right? Yeah, that's $90. Whew. These things are getting way out of hand with the prices. Now, if you want a more reasonably priced Stormtrooper here, the Vintage Collection New Hope Stormtrooper is only $18. This would probably be what I would buy if I were looking for a Stormtrooper, but I'm not. I've got a Stormtrooper in my collection, and he looks just fine to me. And I've had him for quite some time. All right, well, let's see what's on sale, and then we'll look at the pre-orders. Silverhawks are still on sale. The G.I. Joe Ultimates by Super 7, we got a sale going on there. Rolando has 3 TVC Stormtroopers. Oh, cool. Yeah. You got to have more than one. You got to have at least 2, 3, or 4 Stormtroopers, you know, if you're going to do any kind of a diorama with Stormtroopers in it. There's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You can save 50% on that Wave 2 set. And of course, there's the Sorceress hanging out in there, man. That just keeps on giving, don't it? There's the Silverhawks Wave 3. Party Wagon, save 30%. You're still going to pay $350. All right. Well, let's see what's the featured pre-orders here. The Mafex Stormtrooper, $114.99, which is for a Mafex figure about right. Very, very accurate, very movie accurate. There's his weapons. Saw this on Facebook recently for $95. You get the Mean Machine from Wacky Races. Those of us who are Gen X fondly remember Wacky Races. So if you're into that, there you go. Hey, Susudio, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, I've seen this. McFarlane Riddler action figure from the Batman Adventures. This is from you know, that season after the original season. Yeah. No, there's a lot of Godzilla fans out there. Here's the Hiya Toys Mecha Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. Pretty neat. It is not, the diorama is not included, folks. Just get the figure. Here's some Deadpool, Loki. Getting into statue territory here. I might have to move on. Yeah, we're getting into overpriced statues now. I think I'm going to move on to our next toy store, which is hella dope. Hella dope. Let's see here if we can. Yeah, let's get this down a little bit where we can see it a little better. Yeah, there's hella dope toys, and I'm going to if I can move around my window here a little bit so you can see it a little better. Yes, sirree. This out here where we can see what's on our screen a little bit better. There we go. Now, that looks a whole lot better. And I will. There we go. Shipping $11.29. Check that out. What we got new and in stock. A lot of stuff here. Stuff. I think I'm going to mess around with the way things are looking here a little bit more there. Let me zoom in. There we go. Now, that's better. You want those hella dope crates? I've got them on display on the toy shelf over there. They're still available. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see here. Well, that gum. It's not going to look very good on the screen, but I'm just going to leave it like it is. Messing around here, folks. Just trying to make it look a little better, but, you know, it is what it is. There we go. And down here, we got some hella dope caps. Oh. Oops. Hella dope caps. There you go. They got some hoodies. There's a mug there, feeling mossy, if you know that meme from their store. But yeah, hella dope merch available. They got hella dope coffee cup, hella dope Christmas ornaments. They're getting in the Christmas spirit over there. You looking for some Jack specific, the new Simpson stuff? It's available there. Of course, there's the Super Action stuff set we've already looked at. That's the new and in stock stuff. Going on down, we got their pre-orders there. The 4 Horsemen retailer exclusive, 5 products. I think they're featured that up there at the top. This is pretty cool. If you want to get you a Mythic Legion's Undead Warrior there, it looks like a skeleton. Pretty cool. This looks interesting. Graveyard Skeleton. It's a 4-pack. It's $100. Get all them skeletons. Looks pretty cool. Buffering today's awful. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's that time of year. I hope you get to be feeling better as well, Susu. Yeah, Wacky. She's a boomer and remembers Wacky Races. Yeah, there you go. You're about to wrap up here on Helidope, but let's see what else they've got down here. You got Valaverse stuff. They got some Marvel Legends pre-orders. You looking for that Death's Head? There it is. The Deadpool movie Legacy Collection Colossus. You got Wolverine and Deadpool. Look at that. Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch, 85th anniversary motorcycle, $50. That's not bad, really. Not too bad. Not too shabby. I mean, and this was Marvel Legends Man-Thing figure. It's going to be branded Werewolf by Night. It's actually a Build-A-Figure from way back. It's just a little bit of more deco painted on it, but pretty cool. If you missed out on that Build-A-Figure or you didn't want to buy all the toys it took to build that figure, you can get it there. So that's our window shopping for the day, and pretty much what I have set up for us. So what did we look at? Well, we looked at the rumored plot details from the Superman movie there, and you can check that out on That Park Place. Head on over there and check that out, and see what those rumored plot details were for James Gunn's Superman movie. And then we headed over to Etsy, and we looked at some pretty cool stuff over there from Super Powered Customs, and also from Nerd Candy. So check those out when you get a chance. And I think I'm going to wrap up today with a set of music and fun. I'll get that started for us, and we'll see what happens after that. So let's do a little bit of music and fun. If you guys want anything special, you know how to request that. So here we go.
Might and magic crushing kings. Who will rule? Who will win? When the chaos reigns within. Night falls on their dark domain, scheming hearts and endless pain. Trust is broken, words like knives, both want more than just their lives. And by the party arise, bringing lords and crushing kings. Who will rule, who will win, when the chaos reigns within?
Zodiac on his chair flies, cosmic path seen through his eyes, guided by an orb's light, balancing wrong and right. Orb of prophesy in hand, navigates through starry sand. Good and evil he must weigh, keeps the cosmic force at bay. Zodiac rides the galaxy, keeper of the prophecy. Balance is his only creed, in the stars he plants his seed. Neutral stance he must uphold, future stories left untold. Planets spin in perfect dance, thanks to Zodiac's vigilant stance. Zodiac rides the galaxy, keeper of the prophecy. Balance is his only creed, in the stars he plants his seed. Neutral stance he must uphold, future stories left untold. Planets spin in perfect dance, thanks to Zodiac's vigilant stance. No side taken in the fray, in the cosmos night and day, judging actions as they come. Zodiac's work is never done. No side taken in the fray, in the cosmos night and day, judging actions as they come. Zodiac's work is never done.
in the vents of old Loch Lomond, mid the moor and heather tall. There strayed a lass named Dolly, with her pipe she could enthrall. She played a tune so haunting that the thistle bowed in grace. Her music told of heroes and of wretched Skeletor's embrace. He-Man needed saving in the shadows of Snake Mountain. Evil lurked and whispered near Skeletor's dark fountain. Down from skies came Zodak with wisdomation primal. Together they sought Ali, her bagpipes deemed essential. Ali the piper, hear her calling through the night. When Zodak she is blazing, her melody the light. To the aid of He-Man, her music's fierce and grand. Skeletor's bones are trembling within Eternia's land. Through the mists and ancient forests, under tartan skies of fire, marched Ali with her bagpipes, her heart a roaring fire. Her notes to dance with spirits, from the isle sky to glide. Every monster in the dark would tremble then and hide. Zodak raised an astral hand, guiding through the fear. He-Man took up his sword, and light the path made clear. Songs of war and legends, scrolling in the echoes cheer. The power of Ali's piping vanquished folded sneers. Ali the piper, hear her calling through the night. When Zodak she is blazing, her melody the light. To the aid of He-Man, her music's fierce and grand. Skeletor's bones are trembling within Eternia's land. Trembling within Eternia's land.
It's time for another history lesson. Over the top, and amid the carnage and confusion of no man's land, stepped the Highland Regimental Bagpipers, screaming out the charge. It was the most awful music to be heard by men who have the Highlanders against them, and with fixed bayonets and hand grenades, they stormed the German trenches. This is the story of the Bagpipers of World War I, the Ladies from Hell, nicknamed Die Damen aus der Hölle. Ladies from Hell by German soldiers for their distinctive tartan kilts and unparalleled bravery, the Pipers from the Black Watch, the 3rd Battalion, Royal Regiment of Scotland, garnered a fearsome reputation on the battlefields of World War I. Standing in full view of German soldiers, oftentimes armed with only their bagpipes, pipers were the first over the top, acting as a clarion call for British troops to keep moving. The sound of the bagpipes would spread terror among the German troops. When one lady from Hell fell, miraculously, another piper would seemingly arise out of the trenches to take his place. The wailing of the pipers served to rouse the troops, but it came at a great cost. An easy target for the Germans, of the 2,500 pipers who served during the Great War. An estimated 500 were killed, while another 600 were wounded.
I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. So the fences inform me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
Justice
And we are back, and I wanted to show you real quick, when you order this stuff from Nerd Candy Toys, he also includes some extra stuff like wingdings and batarangs. And I'm showing the batarang here in Batman's hand, and he doesn't have the ability to hold anything because he's a fist, but he fixes it so that you can have that by putting that little loop on there so that it goes around his fist so it looks like he's holding that batarang. That's kind of neat. Yeah. We attended wrestling last night at Sioux Studio, and had a good time. Got a little bit of footage from that. I might put together a little video for next week. Got some toy hunting in as well from week before last, so I might get together a little toy hunt video to show y'all what's available in Targets these days. But anyway, I wanted you to see that you do get a little extras whenever you do an order with this guy, Nerd Candy Toys on Etsy. If you didn't get a chance to see everything showcased on today's show, do go back and watch the replay and you will be able to see those. But anyway, I had a good time today with you guys. Glad you guys could show up. Going to do some more of those thoughts on the road here in the future, kind of concentrating on doing a little bit of video releases for the channel and kind of cutting back on all these live streams that we've been doing in the past. I'm going to try to at least do one live stream a week, whether it's a Sunday Hangout or hopefully getting back to doing a late night stream on Saturday night with Joneser. But, you know, we're doing well over here. Of course, didn't make our November goal this year, so I'm not going to get paid next month, but that's okay. We're not here to make money. We're here to have fun. So yeah, and fun is where it's at, and I'm trying to increase the amount of views on my videos, and that I'm going to concentrate on getting these videos out at least on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and also kind of do one live stream a week. That's kind of where I'm at here right now. And I think that's a more balanced way of doing things. We're not so under the pressure of YouTube anymore like we were. And do consider supporting Patreon or becoming a channel member. That's the way it really helps the channel. And good seeing everyone today, and we'll see you all next time on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Keep on collecting, stay fantastic, and have a good journey.
Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.